Welcome to another episode of Bucket List Coach Web Show. Well, hello. Cindy, your host over at Bucket List Coach Web Show Live. So, Brett, can you turn down your volume? I'm getting a little bit of feedback.
No worries. How's that?
Okay, that should be good. So make sure that you follow me on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. And today's promo, if you go to YouTube over at Bucket List Coach Web Show Live, you're going to subscribe, you're going to comment, and you share this very video, I will gift you a 5-night hotel stay. So we're talking Mexico, baby, Hawaii. I have all these great locations. Just check out 3nightgiveaway.com. So I want to do a big plug today for National Day Calendar. It is Eat a Red Apple Day and Pie Day. Make sure you go to nationaldaycalendar.com. And if you're here on Facebook and you'd like to comment, go to streamyard.com/Facebook. So a little bit about the show. I actually was a chef for over 25 years. And in 2014, I started this broadcast after I spent my time in culinary arts. I started in the travel industry. So I am a travel podcaster and a travel agent. And I use this show as a way to share what I'm doing, making the most of the dash, as well as my guests, which are restaurants, excursion companies, and just people making the most of the dash. So today I have my friend Brett, and he has his dash. He has his career bucket list. He has an amazing barbecue shop here in beautiful Huntington Beach. Welcome to the show, Brett.
Hi, how you doing? Thank you.
I'm doing great now that you're on. This is so awesome. So tell everybody your story.
Very simple. I've been cooking since I was 10 years old, probably a little bit younger. My mother was a single mom. So I used to have to walk home from school by myself, and we had that old O'Keefe oven and had to pull up a chair to it and learn how to cook, get burned a couple of times. But, my mom didn't get home till late. So if you want to eat, you got to know how to cook.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so you're from Orange County?
I'm from Orange County, originally from Santa Ana. I moved out of Orange County, got married, had kids, raised my kids out in the Inland Empire in Corona for about 26 years. But now I'm back in Huntington Beach. So I'm back home.
Right on. So let's talk about your restaurant. And before that, tell my audience how you got started in the barbecue business.
Well, before I even got started in the barbecue business, my mom, grandmother, they're all from down south, Natchez, Mississippi, Baton Rouge, and everything else. So they would cook every holiday, every birthday, every special event, whether it be graduation or just even just have parties or whatever. Back then, it was a big community. And so she just cooked. And as far as in our family, I mean, like I said, you don't cook, you don't eat. So I've always knew how to barbecue, what we would call like direct cooking. And I would say I just cooked all the time. So when I moved into Corona. I used to cook on weekends. And as you well know, people would just come over, on the weekends, hang out on the weekends. I've always cooked for family and friends. So my house was kind of like the party house or get together house or a special event house, And I've always wanted to cook. I mean, I was in real estate for over 25 years. And one day my brother was heading back from Las Vegas, and he stopped on the way back to a restaurant in Fontana, California, and ate some barbecue. And he was like, "Ooh, this is not as good as my brother." And he was like, "You know what? You're always cooking every weekend. You should open up a restaurant." So he said, "This guy's selling a place. I think it's a good deal. Come talk to him, check it out." That's what I did. Believe it or not, it did work out. And 7 years later, still having a restaurant. And I just opened up this location down here at Peters Landing in Sunset Beach, still Huntington Beach, and just been going ever since. And I'm even expanding that right now. So, yeah.
Let's talk menu, baby.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
yeah.
what do we have here on your menu?
Well, we got St. Louis ribs. And what people need to know, this is Texas barbecue. We use dry rubs on all the meats. All of the meats have their own rub. So, a lot of people think barbecue is putting a ton of barbecue sauce on your meat and that's it. And that's not what you get with me. You have very, very little barbecue sauce. Most of the time, we just give it to you on the side. You have the St. Louis ribs. That rub that you see there, that Grand Champion rub, the reason why we call it the Grand Champion, my cooking team leader developed it. He lives in Houston, and we go to the Livestock and Rodeo World Championships every year to compete. That particular rub has won the Royal Crown 6 years, 5 years in a row.
Wow.
Yeah. And what's so funny is even at the World Championships, you probably have about around 400 or so contestants. They come and buy our rub at the championship to compete against us with our rubs. So you have rib tips. A lot of people don't know what that is, but that's the tip part of a full spare rib. It's mainly meat and a little bit of gristle. So like you would have chicken nuggets, those are rib nuggets. So you just pop the whole thing in your mouth. Obviously, you have my brisket, which is our most popular meat there. We sell a ton of that stuff. It's slowly smoked 24 hours. So everything you would eat the following day was cooked the day previous up into that day. You have the pulled pork, which is cooked for 24 hours too. Texas, low and slow. Everything is low heat and it's slow. The chicken is the same way. We do have beef hot links. We smoke those as well.
Wow.
The smoked salmon is awesome. I buy that fresh. I sell out of that quite a bit because a lot of people buy it more than I can actually get my hands on fresh salmon. And then we have the big short.
Oh, look like we lost him. Wait for him to come back. So we're going through the menu right now. We got Brett over at Beales BBQ in that beautiful Huntington Beach. And he's back.
We're back. Whoa.
The power of the internet, my friend.
Tell you about it. Other items that we have there is obviously the combo plates, the double choice and the triple choice, where you can choose multiple meats. All of our plates includes 2 sides, so you do get a lot of food. When you come eat there, you're going to get sleepy. Then we have our sandwiches, pulled pork, tri-tip brisket. One of our most popular one is called the Triple B, and it's for the big men who love to eat. And we put all the meats on that sandwich.
Wow.
And then, for the big family meals that we have there, we have a family meal number 1, which feeds about 4 to 6 people, and the 2 would feed about 8 to 12 people. So we sell a ton of those too because a lot of people bring in their families. And obviously, we have the a la cartes.
Well, let's go over to your Instagram now.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pull that up here. So let's talk holidays.
Oh, yeah.
So what's going on for the holidays with Beales BBQ?
So this Christmas, I put this out because I know a lot of people like to throw Christmas parties. So we have a lot of corporations that do it and then a lot of private parties. And I know it's going to be super duper busy. So I put this out because I wanted people to place their orders early, because on that day when it's time to pick up your order, that's all it is. You can't walk in, can't get anything. It's pre-orders only. It gets crazy. And we're there probably like at 1 in the morning because I'm a fresh cooker. So I cook everything fresh daily. Everything is made from scratch. So there's nothing that's just store-bought. I can open up a package and give it to you, So
let's see what else we have here. And let's talk brisket.
Ooh, yeah. That's the brisket right there. Yep. I love it. And so right there, I'm slicing it up, just giving everybody a preview. Pretty much after this podcast, I'll be throwing on about another 400 pounds plus of
Oh,
brisket, and that will smoke till tomorrow. And I'll probably film that as I'm slicing that up as well.
wow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. Talk about food porn here in Huntington Beach. There
Oh,
we
yeah.
go.
Yeah. Definitely.
Wow.
Yeah. That's our number one seller there is the brisket. That's the number one seller. And that's what we typically usually compete in at the world championships is our brisket.
So let's talk salmon.
Yes.
So I'm a big salmon lover. So tell my audience what kind of salmon you have. Is it farmed?
No, it's not. So here's a funny thing too. Um, I have a couple of guys who charter boats that take people out to fish. And so I cook for them because they're on there for a few days and nights. So they'll come and get their meals or whatnot, and I prepare it where they can make it last for them for a few days. Well, they bring me fish, fresh tuna,
Ah,
sushi grade tuna, I mean, like all kind of stuff. And so I'll smoke it. I will smoke anything you give me to cook. I don't care if it's Twinkies, Oreos, bologna, whatever. You know what I mean? We cook everything. So yeah, so I get that freshly trimmed, and I try to do everything as fresh as possible so you can taste the difference in the meats, you know. And that's all the meats on the menu. I try to do I butcher my own meat.
oh
So
my God. Wow.
yeah, we do everything from scratch all the way to finish. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Looks like nothing on the plate.
It's gone. It's what's so great about, well, even with Yelp, I'm 4.5 stars. I think I got over 1,000 reviews.
Very nice.
Um, can't please everybody, but I'm still 4.5 stars. I used to be 5 stars. I was 5 stars on Yelp for almost a year.
Wow.
So yeah, I appreciate people that take their time to let us know how we're doing, whether it's, whether they liked it or they didn't, or however they're, because, the biggest thing for us is, when I feed people, it's just more than just me like, okay, here's your food and eat. I want them to, have some kind of like nostalgic moment where if you are from the South, you remember eating in your grandmother's or your mother's kitchen and stuff like that. I think food is a great connector of people. It always tells a story. Yes, indeed.
Well, we have about 7 minutes. Let's do some shout outs.
Oh
Let's
yeah.
start with Rocky McKinnon.
Yes, Rocky. Rocky came. Well, he's eaten there more than once. I met him through another childhood friend of mine, and he's still trying to get me out there surfing.
You know
Most
my
people know
story.
me.
You
I'm not
got to
going to
get
do
out
that.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He wants to get me out there, so I was like, yeah. But he says he's going to make it happen. So he seems
Hmm.
pretty determined about that. But Rocky's a great guy. He does a lot for the community, and I love what he
Definitely.
stands for. Yeah. Oh yeah. And being back out here, I reconnected with a childhood friend, Kenny Bennett. They call him the mayor of Huntington Beach. So yeah, he's helped me get acclimated, and um, obviously, with Rip, I sell his beer and everything else.
Very
So I'm
nice.
like, yeah, he's my guy. He's totally cool. So, I love AJ, who owns Jaybirds and Shorebirds. um, Toby over here at Ola Mexicana, that's one of my main places to
Oh,
eat at.
yeah.
So, yeah,
Definitely.
so I've met quite a few people. They all been welcoming, and they, very helpful, and just making this whole experience. And then obviously the people in Huntington Beach, great support from them, especially through the pandemic. It's been
Mhm.
tremendous. I couldn't have asked for a better situation. Definitely.
So, anything else you want to talk about for specials for the holidays and moving forward?
Yeah, hopefully, I don't know if everybody know, but quite a people do know that I'm expanding my
Woo-hoo.
restaurant. So I'm making it way bigger, like 5,000 square feet. We have a full bar going in. We're going to bring live music down.
Wow.
And so hopefully, just hopefully, fingers crossed that we'll get it completed even before Christmas and before New Year's. So we're gonna start doing some events down there, to bring people out, try to get things back to normal, quote unquote, as much as we can. Absolutely.
Well, let's do a recap of what we talked about. What is Beale's Texas BBQ?
It is plain and simple. It is food love. That's the best way I can describe it. It is food love. You'll come, you'll get great service, you'll get great fresh food, and you should leave sleepy. what we would call fooditis. So yeah, we do have a lot of people that come there and eat, and they just sit there for an hour or so before they
Oh,
drive
really?
away. Yeah, we have people that fall asleep too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my. So what are your locations?
Well, the one in Fontana had closed down because I was moving that location and construction stopped because of COVID. So I just have the one down here at Sunset Beach at Peters Landing. I'm out right now trying to close the deal in San Diego,
Oh, where in
Liberty
San
City.
Diego?
Yeah, Liberty City. So there's a
Nice.
location. I'm trying to work that one out. Um, so we're just going to try to go all up and down the coast and see where our next location will be. Hopefully somewhere Hermosa Beach in that area. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I kind of want to stay coastal with it before I start going inland, going to Arizona. We're also looking at Brooklyn, New York. Believe it or
Wow.
not. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. They have no
Woohoo.
barbecue out there. They need it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for sure.
Well, we need Food Network at your place.
You know what?
Chef Guy.
I
Woohoo.
received an email from them a couple of years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and they said just tell people to keep recommending you. I'm like, either you're coming or you ain't.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Guy is really, really amazing. He's a very humble guy. A lot of people may not know that, but when I was a chef up in Northern California, I used to do a lot of charity events, where like all the chefs in restaurants would, do their wares. And he donated to that Virginia Tech fundraiser I was telling you about, a chef jacket. And then I ran into him at that Sacramento event. Very humble guy. He wasn't
Yeah.
like rude or, hey, how are you? Oh, I'm Chef Cindy. Oh, hi, Chef Cindy, blah, blah, blah. And he
Yeah.
was just a really nice, humble guy. So
Well, that's what I've heard
we'll see
about
what
him.
we
He's
can
pretty
do about
authentic.
getting you on TV.
Yeah, people just
Yeah.
got to keep. I guess everybody would have to just keep recommending it, and then I guess you hit a certain amount of hits or whatever. Then they say, "Hey,
Mhm.
we're coming." It'd be nice to have him there, though.
You're going to come back on the show.
I am.
And we're going to talk about promoting you to Chef Guy, and we're going to get you on Food Network. We're going to do one video that's focused just to get Guy's attention.
Oh yeah, we'll have to send him a sample. We'll have to, he want a sample. He want to taste it. Absolutely.
Wow. So is there anything else that you'd like to add before we close out?
Well, I just want to thank Huntington Beach and the surrounding cities and everyone who has supported my dream, making this come true. And just looking forward to seeing you guys some more, especially at the new location. It'll be great.
Exactly. And any other shout outs? Are we good?
That's it.
And just mention all your sites again. So you got Beales BBQ on Facebook, on Instagram. And then what is your website again?
BealesTexasBBQ.com.
There you go. Hang tight for 1 minute. I'm going to pop you in the green room and I'll see you in about 1 minute.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Wow, guys. Woohoo! Beales BBQ right here in Huntington Beach. Make sure that you check them out. And if you want an amazing barbecue dinner for Christmas or New Year, please connect with them. Their information is here in the chat. And this is Cindy over at Bucket List Coach Web Show Live. I am live every single Wednesday, Wonderlust Wednesday at 1, 2, and 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And remember, when you see a first responder or military, make sure to thank them for their service. And of course, anybody who crosses your path, say hello and compliment. And if you want to learn more about McKinnon Surf and Sup lessons, definitely check out the website as well as Facebook and Instagram. Make it happen and make that most of the dash.